Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And we're going to do a little story time today, all right? Story time, what it's like to have your teeth extracted. Now, y'all may have seen the videos I put up about having bad teeth, about getting the smile direct and all of that. And while all that was great, one of the things I feared was losing teeth. As you get older with time and just decay, your teeth have wear and tear, the enamel based off any kind of acidity or these carbonated drinks, they affect your teeth. Cavities, candy, sugar, all of that, they affect your teeth, and you've got to brush regularly, you've got to have good oral hygiene. I did not have that for most of my life when it came to, dental care. Rarely saw a dentist, but as I'm older now and I'm responsible, it's up to me if it's going to happen. So I say that to say this. I last went to the dentist after getting my Smile Direct completed and just wearing the retainers now. And they were like, well, you've got some broken teeth in the back here, which presumably were wisdom teeth, and one infected tooth that we could root canal. Root canal is basically saying, hey, you've got a car. Work with my analogy here. You've got a car, and we can replace the transmission for $1,000, or you can just get rid of the car for $100. We'll charge you $100 to take the car. So if you don't have $1,000 or care about that car that much, you might say, here's $100, let's go ahead and take it. So rather than get the root canal and the crown and all that, because you can't just get the root canal, you've got to get the crown too. I was like, you know what? If this one's already needing to go, just take the matching one. Just take that one. But as far as the infected one, that's where I was with, getting that one done. My insurance, not that great. They wanted roughly $800, covering maybe 20% or something like that. Or I'm sorry, $800 without insurance. So with 20% of this type of stuff, it was going to be like north of $650, which, I wasn't going to do. It just wasn't going to happen. I was like, they can stay back there, don't really care. They're not bothering me, but knock on wood, one day I might have some complications, and that's what you always fear, because it's when you need the dentist the most. Sorry, we're busy. Can you call us back in 2 months? We have an opening then, And that's always the worst feeling in the world, because if they bump you up because it's an emergency, it's going to cost you a lot more. So I got a call, and it felt like it was separate serendipity. I'm sorry, it wasn't a call, it was a email from a former dentist. The dentist I had before, who I have now, they wanted to do like implants. That's what they specialize in, is like implants and stuff like that. They wanted to do extractions back in the day, and I was like, no, not worried about that. I just want my teeth straight. That was the priority, for me anyway. But dentists, they like to go after the stuff that they feel is more important. They don't care so much about the aesthetic as they do the health of your teeth, which is how it should be. But for those of you spending the money, you care about, hey, the main front, what people look at, that's what you want to at least be okay. Everything that people can't see, as long as it's not bothering you, put that off. And that's kind of how I was doing. So what actually happened? I got this email, and it was like, hey, we've got some students in training or what have you who could extract the teeth. Now, this isn't rocket science here. This is really them just pulling the teeth. So I said, sure, why not? I'm going to sign up for this. The problem was, if y'all seen some of my other videos, again, go ahead and watch some of these other videos. Show them some loves. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the content you see on this channel if you want to hear more like this and or other content that I'm constantly producing, because this is the first video I'm able to put up since my teeth were extracted. All the other content that you might see that comes out after this or ahead, some of it may have happened before I got my teeth extracted. So I'm not really supposed to be talking, not really supposed to be moving around, and I had the high blood pressure, so they had to sign off on that at the doctor to allow my dentist to actually do the work. Fortunately, they did test my blood pressure. That's what I was scared of. I was like, man, I could have an incident in here where my blood pressure is raised really high and I'm at risk of having a stroke, heart attack, whatever, because it's already a nerve-wracking experience, right? But my blood pressure was good. It was about 125/71. That's the best it's been since I've been keeping track of it. And I am taking medicine now in addition to the herbal supplements that I had. No kind of illegal stuff. This is like organic, it's got, garlic in there, turmeric. It's got some other stuff in there. I may do another video showcasing that. But while that did well for me initially, overall, I was like, if I can get the medicine free, let's just go ahead and take the medicine. And, I'd rather be in better health blood pressure wise now than force myself to take the medicine or be forced to because I'm in the hospital, right? So anyway, back to what actually happened. I said, let's go ahead and do it. Blood pressure was fine. They had this girl, I'm not sure what country she's from, maybe like India or something, but very pleasant, very polite, very patient. And as a kid, you think pulling teeth, like they've got some kind of suction, some kind of plunger, and just pops out, like they can put something around your tooth to make it unroot. But no, that's not how teeth work. Your teeth are actually bone, like in your skull, pretty much. So the dentist, they have these tools. If you've never had a tooth pulled before, this might be painful for you to just experience. But as someone who's had LASIK surgery, the same kind of sounds I heard here. And that's like a saw, like a zzz, and you can hear kind of like getting a filling done or a root canal. They did numb me up pretty good. I'm still swollen on the sides here. So I didn't really feel a whole lot. It might have been where maybe on this side they didn't numb me as much and had to go back in and put a needle in me. But the way they position you so you don't see the needle. So that was cool for me because I wasn't sure if I needed to be sedated or not. I wasn't sure if I needed some anesthesia, but they gave me some laughing gas or whatever to calm me down. They had the oxygen thing up, and I could hear and smell the saw moving. And so basically, it felt like they were, and if you're an actual dentist or somebody with experience, feel free to comment in the comments. It felt like they were taking a tool and just drilling around, and then they had this suction device that, could like pull and spray water around to help the main dentist, because you had like somebody assisting and then the dentist to help them out. So they did have somebody supervise over them, which I was thankful for, because on this area here, they took a long time to get that tooth out. They started up here and got this one pretty quickly, within like 20 minutes, I'd say. And I was like, okay, cool, one down. But the major ones are what I'm looking at. Went over here, and that took a while. But they had to come in at like an angle, and they had this supervising dentist help out to expedite things because it would have taken a lot longer than it would. To give perspective, I came in there 1 o'clock. I was finally seen at maybe 1:17, and then I got out of there maybe 3:30. Yeah, I want to say about 3:30, 3:35. I got out of there. That's pretty much what it was. So, it took a little over 2 hours, and it should have only taken an hour and a half maybe if, you had a dentist who had more experience. But, yeah, that was my experience there. They put these little, I don't know what they're called, but they feel like tissue paper. They feel like, you ball them up and they're supposed to stop the blood. You have those in your mouth for a while. My mouth felt like, packaged meat at Walmart, where it's got just the saran wrap over it and the blood and the awful smell. It felt like that. I had to take some ibuprofen. They said, hey, don't chew any chewy food, no pretzels, chips, anything hard, obviously. Nothing crunchy. I was relegated to, I could try some soup or something, but no meat. I was able to use some macaroni and cheese and some vegetables, some like green beans, soft stuff like that. what really works well is applesauce and some oatmeal. You could eat grits and eggs and stuff like that. I'm probably still going to do that because they told me, hey, this is Saturday when this happened. You'd be back to normal Monday. It is now Tuesday, and I should be good to go, but I think I'm still going to take it easy until this weekend before I try eating back to normal. Maybe like a whole full week. Some say 2 weeks, but I'm going to go a whole full week. I did eat a meal that had, chicken in it, or excuse me, fish and, stuff like that. And that wasn't too bad, but you don't want to set back the healing process. The roots, when they, trim them up and there's nothing back there, they need time to heal. Because if you irritate them, guess what? Start bleeding again. If you sleep a certain way, putting too much impact on one side favoring, start bleeding again. You'll be swallowing blood or, spitting up blood. Not a fun experience. So I would tell you, if you're trying to penny pinch and cut corners, be on the lookout for deals like that. It's usually when these college students are practicing, in between semesters, so that might be summertime, and then you might be able to catch them, when I caught them in the fall. So you just never know. But if you put your name on a list, you'll be surprised that worked out. I was blessed that worked out because I knew when I got my teeth cleaned last that that's what they were wanting to do. I wasn't trying to pay the money. And when I saw the email, I was almost like, nah, I'll catch it the next go around. I was like, no, another voice in my head said, get this done now. Don't wait until you have to do it. Don't wait till you're in any kind of pain or where you don't have the availability because of work or whatever. Go ahead and do this now. Take care of it now and be done with it. And I'm glad I did. These are my teeth. I'm not going to zoom in. Feel free to zoom in on your own. It's gross enough. I kept them thinking maybe I'd get some of that precious tooth fairy money, and then I realized I'm too old to really collect all that. But hey, if you want them and you're willing to donate, holla at your boy. Help me keep the lights on. Thank you for watching this video. That's everything I've got for you today. Be on the lookout. There's more Pikmin Bloom, more Pokemon Go. I think I wrapped up Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, so if the finale isn't up yet, you should see it in the near future. Now that I've got my voice and everything, or teeth and everything straightened out, I can use my voice again. New Mario Maker coming soon. Thank you. See you guys in the next one. Other yellow hat guy is out. Captain Sensation.